I am in the Republic of Finland, specifically in their capital city of Helsinki. Finland is known for lots of things, from reindeer to Santa Claus to being the easternmost edge of the Nordic countries. But we are not here for all the exciting things Finland has to offer. We are, of course, here yet again for the national sandwich, the Porilainen.
Iskumme on vika voittamaton, ei armo, ei kotimaata.
A brief history of the Porilainen. Porilainen, okay. Finnish, or Finland, or Suomi as they call it, is not exactly an easy language because it's not like the rest of the European languages. It's a Finno-Ugric language. It migrated from the Ural Mountains, and surprisingly, it kept its unique language and culture even after centuries of foreign rule. You see, the Finns were first conquered in the 1150s by a great and mighty empire that they still border today. Russia? No. We're talking about Sweden! Okay, personal biases for the Swedish Empire aside, the Swedes ruled Finland for about 700 years and were not the best to the Finns, making them fight in a whole lot of wars, teaching them all about Jesus, and inadvertently inventing the written version of the Finnish language. But I digress. Finland and Sweden are friends now, sometimes. At the end of the Napoleonic Wars, Finland was occupied by another empire, and yes, it's actually Russia this time. Surprisingly for Russian history, they were nice to the Finnish, giving them autonomy, religious freedom, and letting them speak Finnish. Well, until Tsar Nicholas II and the Russification process. But that's when the Finns wanted independence, and they also maybe had a cultural revolution based on folk music and poetry. But overall, in 1917, when Russia was busy fighting a communist revolution, Finland gained independence and decided to have its own civil war and communist revolution. But this time, the Reds were defeated, and Finland was finally at peace and free. Except after a few years where knock knock, it's 1940, and who's at the door? It's the... But Finland fought them off with the power of polka music, and literally the greatest sniper to ever exist. Seriously, look him up, he is so cool. Finland then teamed up with the other people fighting the Soviets, mainly Nazi Germany, who may or may not have introduced them to a lovely sausage the Germans like to call Jagdwurst, which will be important for later. So you might be a little confused thinking Finland was part of the Axis. This isn't exactly true. You see, Finland's kind of only team in World War II is Finland. So yes, they fight the Soviets, and then eventually they end up fighting the Germans, and even though they kick them out of Lapland, they still keep their delicious Jagdwurst. Finland's team, only being Finland, continued into the Cold War, when they didn't want to join the Eastern Bloc, and the Soviets really didn't want them joining the West, so they were stuck in this weird middle area called Finlandization. But at least they made a bunch of money selling timber to the Soviet Union. However, it was in this period of forced Finlandization, stuck in the middle of the Cold War, where university students studying in the city of Pori wanted an easy meal with some simple ingredients. Finland, being so isolated, had limited options, so they took that classic Jagdwurst, or in Finnish the the hunter's sausage, similar to bologna, topped that with some mustard, ketchup, and onions, and basically whatever they could find in their dorm fridge, and put that all on toast, creating a classic college fusion that is now the famous Porilainen. Porilainen means from Pori, because that's the university town, and it spread across the Nordic nation and can be found all over the country in these tiny little street stands. Finland today, of course, is no longer isolated after the fall of the Soviet Union, and has ended up joining the EU, made massive innovations in the world of technology, and has become the happiest nation on the entire planet 8 years in a row. More on that later. Long story short, Finland has been through a lot and come out of it very well on the other side with their hamburger hot dog hybrid of a sandwich, the Porilainen. And of course, we are going to try it right here in Helsinki, Helsingfors, the capital of Finland. And let me tell you, we are going to find the Porilainen just across town on the other side of the city in one of Finland's classic street food vendors. And here it is. We have a classic Porilainen in the wrapping. Let me just show you a close-up real quick, folks. We got the classic toast. There you see inside is the sausage with ketchup, mustard, relish, cheese, all the toppings. Keep in mind, this is a drunk college food that the Finnish love to drink, they love to eat. This is the peak thing to be doing. So here we go. Let's try the Porilainen. Okay, it's messy. A little messy. Oh gosh. There you see the sausage. It's coming out of the toast. We're going back in. Okay. Wow. Lots going on inside this. Look, at the end of the day, this is a college food made by college students for college students, although it is ubiquitous across the land today. Keep in mind, I did pregame for this. It is a food normally consumed by not the most sober. The stand we got it at is open till 4 a.m., if that gives you any idea what's going on. It's interesting for sure. Well, the toast, all the toppings come together in a cacophony of flavors. But Lord knows, if it's anything, it's Finnish. Well, there you have it. That was the sandwich. A certainly interesting thing to eat here in Finland. But Finland is, as I said before, the happiest country on the planet. And it's happy for a whole lot of reasons. One of which might not be the weather. Finland famously has bad weather. As you can see, we're here in mid-April. It's the middle of April. It's -2 and it's snowing. But, this is why we come to Finland. Finland has, of course, like 8-9 months of just cold, sad, depressing. We are now entering in that little gap between the end of the cold season and the beginning of mosquito season. So optionally, kind of the best weather to visit Finland in. But there's so many things that actually make the Finnish people happy that aren't mosquitoes and snow. So let's go see what they are. Our first stop is the sauna, a classic Finnish pastime of sweating out either the cold or all the coffee. Finns gather to talk and sit back wearing nothing but a towel, sometimes less than that, and discuss life. Is this the reason why Finns are so happy? So I'm out of the sauna. I don't know if it's the key to Finnish happiness, but it's pretty cool. My hair's a mess and I'm sweaty and so tired, but I'm so relaxed. Well, I wonder what else Finland has to offer. Wow, transition. Or is it Finland's delicious, scrumptious cinnamon pastries? Or maybe their famous coffee. Finland drinks more coffee than any other country in the world. In fact, the most coffee per capita and overall. But does that really make them the happiest country? Or maybe their happiness comes from the beautiful Finnish language. Linja alta tulee. Or maybe it's Finnish cuisine, a mixture of reindeer meats, fresh vegetables, soups, fish, jam, a whole lot of Nordic cooking here in Finland. Could it be the reason Finland is so happy? So Finns drink a lot of things, mostly coffee, but of course they also enjoy a lot of alcohol, with Finland of course famous for their vodka. So whether it's vodka, coffee, or even Jaffa, Finns love to drink. But is that the key to Finnish happiness? Hippus. Jesus. Ugh. Hence why I wash it down with another coffee in these snowy Finnish parks, while also admiring the lovely Scandinavian and Nordic architecture found in Finland. Well, also adoring Finland's national mascot Moomin. He was so cute and adorable. He's on literally everything in Finland, even on the drinks at K-Market, which are slightly questionable, so I would probably just stick to more coffee if I were you. And for a little treat, try some delightful Finnish chocolate. Or maybe, just maybe, it's Finland's incredible social programs, quality education, standard of living, and general trust in both the government and society. But lots of reasons the Finnish people are happy, one of them not being that sandwich. Overall, my money's on the coffee. But you should definitely come visit Finland. It has so much going on. I mean, it's beautiful, it's stunning, even if the weather's not the best. So enjoy your time here in Finland, and we're gonna head off to Estonia, just across the bay.
Niinku cha cha cha.